British socialite and royal author Lady Colin Campbell said on a YouTube channel that the Sussexes already had a separation agreement. The word from up high is that Meghan and Harry have arrived at a settlement that they are in fact now legally agreed upon certain matters. They have, I suppose you could call it, a separation whilst still being together, Campbell claimed. According to Secondhand Coke on Reddit, Meghan is living in Los Angeles and Harry is in the Bay Area at the Betterup house. The body language guy, Jesus Enrique Rosas, studied Campbell's body language and noticed that the royal expert tried her best to choose her words very carefully. He also acknowledged how on point Campbell was with the reports, especially about Queen Elizabeth's death before the news of her passing was made public. Rosas was convinced by Campbell's claim about the alleged separation of Prince Harry and Markle. According to him, it made sense and he pointed out some possible clues, particularly how they split their brands. I also remember that last year we were talking about the topic of separating their brands, he said in his YouTube channel. I found it interesting that Meghan's podcast was originally Harry and Meghan's podcast, and all of a sudden we have this trailer, Meghan's Archetypes, starring only Meghan. And I said, well, maybe they've listened to me, they separate their brands and Meghan's podcast is going to be just her. Rosas noted that there's only one content and it's all about Markle. He also doubts that Prince Harry would make a separate show on his own, because the expert believes Prince William's brother doesn't want to be in the spotlight. To have some balance, we'd need another piece of content that's just Harry. However, I doubt that Harry wants something like that. I've said it many times and I'm going to say it again. I don't think Harry wants to be anywhere near the spotlight. Harry actually wants a private life. That's what he wanted. That's what he signed up for when he married Meghan. Let's face it, that's not what he got. Could it be that Prince Harry might be selling his soul by letting the world know about all of his family's dirty secrets, in order to keep his wife Meghan happy? And by that, happy with all of the income that their Netflix docuseries and Harry's tell-all book Spare have generated. Maybe yet, one new report says that the Duke of Sussex doesn't seem to mind selling out his family in his television and book deals in order to keep the $1 million paychecks rolling in. That's because he's apparently terrified of losing Meghan. According to the National Enquirer, Harry is apparently doing whatever he needs in order to keep his wife Meghan content, even if that means he needs to write another best-selling book, in which he'll throw all of his royal family members under the bus again. With that said, some critics are pointing out that this is making Harry look like a hypocrite, as one of the reasons why he and Meghan left the UK is because they wanted to live a more private life. Well, that certainly hasn't happened. One source close to the situation even said, Hypocrite Harry says he wants privacy, but he's willing to do anything to stay in the spotlight to get more money rolling in. His marriage may depend on it. One of the reasons why Harry is feeling so pressured to cash in on those Netflix, Spotify and Random House paychecks is so that he can satisfy his wife's needs and her uber luxurious lifestyle. Apparently Meghan was disappointed when she found out that Harry wasn't worth as much money as she'd expected. The tipster added she'd imagined he'd be worth hundreds of millions, if not billions. She wants to ride in big Cadillacs and have private jets on demand. At the moment, she needs to scrounge for those sorts of things.